Good morning. This webinar offers closed captioning. To enable closed captioning, click on the live transcript button on the bottom of your screen and choose your preferred method. Welcome to the Chicago Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection webinar. Please note any website or email that I mention will be posted in the chat box. For those seeking business licensing assistance, you can visit the Small Business Center at City Hall or call 312-74-GO-BIZ. Also, business licenses can be applied for or renewed online at www.chicago.gov/business-licensing. The BACP Entrepreneur Certificate Program now has a new portal, and getting your certificate is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Register for the BACP Entrepreneur Certificate Program. 2. Attend 6 free BACP webinars from the listed categories and receive credit after each. 3. Graduate from the program and receive your certificate. Graduating from the BACP Entrepreneur Certificate Program makes you eligible to apply for CIBC Bank USA's Entrepreneurial Loan Program. For full program details, visit chicago.gov/BACP certificate. For webinar calendar, please visit chicago.gov/BACP webinars. If you are already a part of the program, your account will automatically reflect the credit for joining this webinar within 24 hours. Also, this webinar is being recorded and will be available at youtube.com/ChicagoBACP. I will post the mentioned information in the chat box. We encourage attendees to ask questions. Please use the chat box to send your questions. There will be a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. Please note that the views, information, and opinions expressed during this webinar are solely those of the presenter and do not necessarily represent the official policy or position of the Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection or the City of Chicago. Today's webinar will be Access to Capital, presented by Allies for Community Business. Turning it over to Angel.
Thank you so much, Sherilyn. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone feeling today? We're excited to be here. I know I'm really excited. My name is Angel Casas. I am the manager of community lending for Allies for Community Business. It is a complete honor to be presented here at BACP today. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm a little bit nervous. When Sherilyn sent me my email last night and said we have 220 people confirmed, I was like, how exciting it is today to be able to present to such an incredible group of entrepreneurs. So I'm so excited to be in community with all of y'all. As I shared, my name is Angel Casas. I'm the manager of community lending for Allies for Community Business. Allies has a very special place in my heart. Allies, I'm an entrepreneur myself. I started my own business during COVID, and Allies helped me with my own coaching and with capital. So when they reached out to offer this incredible opportunity to the manager of community lending, I said, absolutely yes. I want to be able to pay it forward and help other entrepreneurs like myself. For those who have not heard of Allies for Community Business, we are a CDFI. CDFI stands for Community Development Financial Institution. So our focus is really to help entrepreneurs from marginalized and underserved communities be able to get the support and the help that they need to be able to start and to build incredible businesses. So very, very excited to be in community with all of you. Who is ready to get started? You guys ready to do this? Yes? All right, so let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. All right, can everyone see my screen okay? Thumbs up, yes. All right. So Allies for Community Business, as I shared with you, we are a CDFI. I'd like to start out with sharing a little bit of our vision and our mission first. So our vision is that entrepreneurs from any background, and really this is the two special words here, any background, can start and grow businesses that create generational wealth for their families and for their communities. Now, how do we do that? How do we help these entrepreneurs from any background? We do that through our mission. Our mission is to provide the capital, coaching, and connections entrepreneurs need to grow great businesses that create jobs and wealth in their communities. So our mission is to do it through providing capital, coaching, and connections. And we're going to be talking about that today. First, I'd like to share with you a little bit of impact that we had from 2020 to 2023. If we all remember, something kind of big happened in 2020, if we remember, COVID, of course. And I kind of want to share how we did through COVID and those 3 years after, and how we were able to serve our communities. First of all, we dispersed $704 million. We were able to coach 21,000 business, and we were able to help fund 31,000 businesses. So very active during this time where communities really needed support. Want to also touch on the Good Food Fund. So Allies for Community Business is a program administrator for the City of Chicago's Good Food Fund. Through this fund, we're able to offer $5 million in grants. Round two is coming soon. We're always also able to offer 3% loans, which is pretty amazing. And we also offer free business coaching specific to food and beverage industry as well under this Good Food Fund. So if you're a food and beverage business, definitely check that out. All right, our first C is capital. So we offer capital through two different ways, through loans and through grants. For our loans, anywhere from 500 to 100,000 for early, emerging, and established businesses at fair prices. I love to talk about the word early here because we can help you since the day you dream of your business. So since the day you're like, I want to build this and I'm running out of my home or my garage or my basement, we can absolutely help you. We also offer grants. We frequently partner up with other individuals who share our mission as well to provide funds to business owners who will put those dollars to good use in their communities, such as the City of Chicago and the Good Food Fund grant that we have going on. When it comes to our loans, as I shared, we offer between 500 to 100,000, and that is for early, emerging, and established businesses. And we serve the entire state of Illinois and Indiana. We are a little bit different than a traditional lender as we do not look at FICO scores, and we also do not put any lien on your assets. Instead, we evaluate how well you have managed your debts over the past 2 years and how much cash you are available to make your monthly loan payments to us. When it comes to our terms and to our policies and our turnaround times, we can get a loan done as quickly as 24 hours, but to set more reasonable expectations, I would say somewhere between 7 to 14 days for you to be able to go from start to finish. Our interest rate is 9%. However, for our food and beverage businesses, we're offering a 3% interest rate right now, and then 2% in closing fees, so a very low closing costs for the loans. And our standard term is 36 months, and we can adjust that if required. So we offer loans through two different ways. We offer them as loans and as line of credit. For our loans, they work very similar to a mortgage. Our loan amounts, once again, are 500 to 100,000, and they are fixed from 12 months and above. And just like a mortgage, we pay principal and interest. And common uses for these term loans are business startup expenses, equipment, facility improvements, marketing, vehicle purchase. Our line of credit works very similar to a credit card. Once again, anywhere from 500 to 100,000. And now with line of credit, you pay interest only for the first year, the first 12 months. Then on the 13th month, it automatically converts over into a loan. Common uses for a line of credit are inventory, payroll, project materials, sales event, slow account receivable payments, and so forth. All right, now we get to talk a little bit about our underwriting. What I love about this slide here is whenever I am stuck or I have a question on one of our loans that we're doing, I don't have any extra cheat sheet. I go onto the website. This information right here is on our website. We're very transparent as to how we underwrite our loans so that you have a clear understanding of how we do this and then how much you would be approved for. So the first one is our step one program. And for this, what we do is we evaluate the last 24 months. We're looking for, are there any bankruptcies, any charge-offs or outstanding collections larger than $500? In the last 12 months, is there at least one open trade line and are all payments made on time? And also, do you today at least have 25% available to borrow on all open revolving credit and personal debt do not exceed 40% of personal income? So if you're able to say yes to all of that, we offer a loan that's 1.5 times the largest monthly payment over the last 12 months. So for example, if your largest payment is 1,000, we would borrow up to 1.5 times that 1,000, and whatever that payment equals, that loan amount is how we decide what loan amount you approve for. Startup businesses are capped at 12,500. A startup business, any business under 6 months. We try to do that all automated. If we do not get an automated answer for you, then we move on to our step two program, which just means a manual underwriting process where we're going to ask you for 3 months of bank statements for both your business and your personal account. Now, for anybody that has some blemishes on their credit, possibly a collection, bankruptcy, charge-offs, anything like that, we can still work with you. We have what's called a credit builder program. And for a credit builder, you can apply up to $2,500. And what we're really looking on this program is, are all your debts current? So we understand if you had late payments, if you had a collection in the past, if you've had a bankruptcy in the past, more than anything, are all your current trade lines, are they all cut up in current to be eligible for that program? I also want to mention that we work with ITIN individuals as well. So if someone does not have a social security number, we can work with them. Anybody who is not registered with the state, who does not have an LLC, who does not have an EIN number, we can work with you. We can give you a loan under your DBA, and then you can apply under your own social security number for the business. So we're really, really flexible, and we really want to help individuals who are not able to help traditionally by banks. Now, if you want to apply for more than 25,000 all the way up to 100,000, it's pretty much the same of everything I just shared with you. Only difference is we would ask for your last 3 years of tax returns so that we can help evaluate the loan. All right, moving on to our second C, which is coaching. For coaching, we offer both one-on-one coaching and also group coaching. For our one-on-one coaching, it is available to anybody that wants to grow or start their business. I myself know how valuable coaching is, so I always tell all of my borrowers, please take advantage of it, especially because it's at no cost to you. If you need help with understanding how to create a business plan, how to understand cash flow analysis, profit and loss statements, a lot of the support that our business owners need is financial literacy, right? Helping understand these documents and how to create them is so important, because I call that your GPS of your business. If you don't have that GPS, you're kind of navigating the business blind. So it's so important to learn about these documents. We also offer group coaching. We also often offer classes online, and we also run cohort programs such as the Neighborhood Entrepreneurship Lab. For our one-on-one coaching, we offer that for businesses who are early stage, emerging, and established. For our early stage businesses, we're going to help you with assessing the business, getting started, preparing to launch, planning for stability. For emerging businesses, we offer improving financial management, defining business operations, and preparing for growth. And for our established businesses, participate in collaborations, attract outside investors, or perhaps plan for succession or acquisition. And you can get free coaching from us at a4cb.org/coaching. Connections. We all know how important connections are. I'm sure we've all heard this, right? It's not what we know, it's who we know, right? We are proud co-owners of the Hatchery, which is the largest food incubator in the country. We provide a wide range of services and networking opportunities to help our food and beverage entrepreneurs at every single stage. We also will help you with licensing. We can help you secure the business license you need to legally operate your business here out of the city of Chicago. And we also help you with larger contracts. So for any women-owned business enterprise or minority-owned business enterprise, we can help you with that certification to be able to secure those contracts from institutional partners. And in regards to our kitchen space, lots of support we provide. We can help you grow your food business at the Hatchery. We can help you train with great chefs with Impact Culinary, and we can also help you promote local products at the Garfield Park neighborhood markets, and we can also help you with prepare good for good jobs with ICMC. Remember again, with our licensing, we are one of 8 Chicago business centers who can help you secure that business license you need without having to travel to City Hall. We all know sometimes the wait times are a little bit long, so another option here for you. And when it comes to, again, to larger contracts for WBEs and MBEs, we can help you with that certification to secure those government contracts and institutional partners. Please partner with us. You can learn more at a4cb.org. You can apply for a loan right on our website. Also apply for free coaching, help refer an entrepreneur. Follow us at Allies for Community Business, Allies for CB, and you can also support our mission at a4cb.org/donate. And then I'm going to put here my information. Anybody wants to take a screenshot so they can have my phone number and my email. And then what I also would like to do is to enter it into the chat. See, I'm going to enter into the chat a link to be able to make an appointment with me, because then I get caught up in the questions and I forget to send this link out. And you're able to click that link and able to make an appointment with me to discuss any loan questions. All right, so Geraldine, would we like to open the space up for questions now?
Sure, let's see if there's any in the chat. Do you loan to partners with city investment grants?
One more time the question.
Do you loan to partners with city investment grants?
Ooh, I've never heard that question. I can take that question down, and then Geraldine, I can follow up with you.
Yes, definitely. Or they could just reach out to you directly if you want to put your
Yeah,
email in the chat.
yeah, let's do that. Thank you for that question.
Can you put your email and phone in the chat? Nice
Absolutely.
follow up one.
The link that I just put in the chat is it's my Calendly link. So you're able to book an appointment with me. And then this is my email.
Next question would be, or let you finish that. Um, what about grants for startups?
So all of information regarding grants is going to be on our website. As soon as you go on the page, you can hit apply for a grant. And then all the requirements, the grants that we have available, you can find all that information on there.
Great. Next question. Loans up to 25,000 eligibility question. You said no bankruptcy in the past 24 months. Can it be 9 years old?
Yeah. So as long as it's more than 2 years old.
Great. Does mentorship apply to 501c3s or 501c6s?
Yeah, we offer, so like we're speaking about nonprofits, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we offer coaching for all our entrepreneurs, and we do also lend to nonprofits. There's a little bit more stipulations and criteria for those loans, but yes, we can assist you with coaching as well.
Great. Do you work with us in the northwest suburbs, DuPage County?
Yeah, for sure. I'm currently working with a partner in Palatine who is working at Harper College, and we're trying to bring more information out to the students in regarding to starting out their businesses. So yes, definitely.
Oh, that's great. How soon do we have to start paying back the loan?
How soon do you have to start paying back the loan? So when it comes to our lines of credit, the first 12 months will be interest only. So those payments are automatically drafted from your account, but they're very minimal, right? Because they're just interest only. And then after it converts on the 13th month to principal and interest, then that's when the principal and interest payments would start. And then if you were to just get a straight loan, your first payment would be in 30 days from when we close the loan.
Great, thank you. They're saying the link didn't go in the chat.
Oh, let me try that again.
And when you're sending it, make sure it's going to everyone. Maybe you're just sending it to hosts and panels.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah, I did put your telephone number in.
Let's try here. Let's see here, chat. Oh, you're right, host and panelist. Sorry about that, everyone.
No worries.
All right, here we go. There it is. So everyone, and then my email.
And the next question is, with your coaching, do you also assist with procurement of DCASE grants?
Procurement of what type of grants?
DCASE, so in City Talk, that would be the Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events. So I'm assuming that's what they mean.
Yeah, let me research that for you. Let me find out that answer. I'm not sure on that one.
If I had a smaller startup loan than what was asked for, can I apply for additional startup funding?
One more time.
If I had a smaller startup loan than
Oh,
what
yeah.
I asked for, can I apply for additional startup funding?
Yeah, so what we do is we evaluate your current situation and then we determine your loan amount. Perhaps that may not be as high as what you initially applied for. But what we do then is we partner it with coaching. So we definitely help you understand how to grow the business, how to understand a cash flow analysis, a balance sheet, because that's how we determine the loan amount. So what happens is as early as 90 days from when you get your first loan, you can reapply again. And now you can apply for a larger loan amount, now understanding more of what the underwriting criteria is to help you become eligible for a higher dollar amount. Did that answer that question?
I believe so.
Yeah. But yes, you could reapply again as early as 90 days.
Great. Are the line of credits for startup as well?
Yes. You when you apply, you can choose if you want to do the loan as a line of credit or as a straight loan.
It's my first time hearing the term CDFI. Can you repeat what it stands for and how common are CDFIs in Chicago?
Oh, wow, great question. So CDFI stands for Community Development Financial Institution. If I am correct, Allies for Communities is the biggest CDFI out there. And how common are we? I don't have the exact number, but I do know that we are one of several out there who are focusing on helping individuals be able to, or focus on helping marginalized and underserved communities be able to get resources for their businesses. So, and I can
Great,
get you a more exact number as well if you reach out to me directly.
great, thank you. I want to start a wine bar. Can you help me start up? Do you have incubator sites for something like that to launch?
Ooh, a wine bar. So I would have to check with my food and beverage coach on that, but I feel like we would be able to support you. When it comes to getting a loan, we can support you. And then as far as space at the hatchery, I would have to follow up and find out for you. It's a great
Great.
question.
Yeah. Are your services offered in Spanish as well?
Yes,
Any
absolutely.
and any other languages offered by your staff?
Yes, Spanish, definitely. Our website is even in Spanish as well, if you would like. As far as other languages, not that I know of, but all of our services are able to be offered to Spanish speakers. And any other, we can definitely work with you and figure a way to get a translator as well. But on our team, we do have several Spanish speakers. I'm not sure about any other languages.
Once we get a loan, how soon can we get started?
So as far as coaching or
Maybe
so
getting the funds?
yeah. So as soon as you, let's say we start today, as soon as it really, what delays the process is the client getting us the bank statements that we need. So if you're able to apply and upload your bank statements from right away, we can get you that money as soon as 7 to 14 days. It's a pretty quick process, especially when the client's engaged. So it's pretty quick turnaround. And then as far
Great.
as coaching, you can start that today. You can apply for a coach today and start working with them, and that's no cost to our clients whatsoever.
Great, thank you. Do you all have the resources to assist someone building a creative self-employment business? Creative as in performance and digital art, dance, music, acting, etc.
Yeah, we definitely help creative businesses. Um, as I mentioned, since the day you dream of it. So, for example, if you haven't registered with the state or you have not applied for your EIN number, we can still help you do it as a DBA. Or if you started that process, you got that information to us, we can assist you from before you even start opening your doors.
Great. Can you apply for a grant and a loan at the same time?
Yeah, for sure. We have lots of individuals that do that. With for example, the Good Food Foot grants, probably won't see those funds probably closer to the end of the year. Whereas a loan, you can get that today, and you can get it at 3%, which is just an incredible rate in the industry right now. So definitely, I would say apply for both, knowing that the loan is gonna get is available to you now.
Great. Do you offer lower interest rates?
Our interest rate is 9%, which is very competitive out in the market, and 2% on closing costs. And then the only discount would be for the food and beverage businesses that would be offered at 3%.
Can you support childcare center? I have a small childcare 18 years in my home, but I need to expand.
Yeah, I believe childcare businesses, on our website, we have a list of eligible and not eligible businesses. I would ask you to double check that, and I'm gonna double check that for you as well. But I believe that daycare businesses, we can assist you as well.
The Women's Business Development Center also has a great program for daycares.
Oh, yeah, yes. Thank you for mentioning that.
For a new clothing business, do you offer workspaces for designers and seamstresses like you do for food service?
Not anything that we co-own. The only building we co-own is a hatchery for food and beverage businesses. Um, but our coaches can definitely assist you with connecting you with other business owners in that industry and perhaps figure out or connect you with spaces that may be available to you or spaces that work for that specific industry. So I would say definitely sign up for coaching so that we can kind of guide you through that process.
Great, thank you. What groups fall under MBE?
Minority owned business enterprise. Oh, great question. I don't want to misspeak on that. So I can research that for you.
Great.
If
Can you
I
assist people whose businesses is licensed in a different state?
um if you have there are some owners, what we need to determine is, are you doing business in the state of Illinois, in the state of Indiana, and are you helping the economy here? Are you helping the communities here? So if the answer is yes, we just need proof that that's happening. Many times we'll work with you where you're able to get like a temporary license or a transfer for the state of Illinois, and then we can still work with you if you are initially registered in different states. And you can also reach out to me, and I can help you with that more specifically.
Are cannabis business eligible to apply for loans or are they excluded?
Yeah, they're excluded. Unfortunately, we're not at the time able to help out cannabis businesses.
Are there any grants for daycares?
I'm not sure it's daycare specific, but I would definitely say, go on to our website under our grant section and be able to look all those over. They're also constantly changing, so you definitely want to be checking that frequently.
Great. I'm operating out of North Aurora, Kane County. Do you work with people this far out?
Yeah, anywhere in the state of Illinois. So as long as you have an Illinois address, we can work with you, Illinois or Indiana.
Great. I want to open a nutrition club. Will you all help with finding a storefront?
Our coaches can provide resources for you as far as getting you connections, but not that we would be able to help you with that directly, but indirectly, we could probably get you some connections for that.
I would also look at the city's neighborhood business development centers, and they should be able to help you out with that as well. Giving everyone another minute to put all their questions.
Great questions today.
There are.
Yeah, I have not heard these questions before. I'm like, woo,
I know.
yeah, good list to follow up on.
Ooh, can you start up be in Indiana, such as Cherville or Hammond?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Anywhere as long as there's an Indiana address.
Okay. Do you help with how to set up an affiliate business? I need to help with each step in funding. I'm disabled.
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to our coaches for support on that. And either we can support you or get you the resource on who can support you in that.
Would educational services fall into this program? I have a firearm training business.
I don't believe we support firearm businesses, but let's say let's double check the website. But I believe firearm falls under a category of eligible businesses.
Right. In what languages do you offer your services?
Well, Spanish and English for sure, and other languages would be a matter of just connecting with the translator. Um, but our documents are all in English, but we do have a couple of Spanish speaking lenders on our team.
Just going through the questions. I have a bankruptcy 9 years old. With that, will I qualify for a loan up to 25,000?
Right, we have to look at the rest of the criteria, right? Are all your liens paid on time? Do you have more than 25% available to borrow against? Are your debts less than 40% of your income, right? So we're going to evaluate all of that as a picture, but the bankruptcy would not hold you back since it is more than 2 years old.
Right. If you haven't been working and do not have funds to begin paying right away, are there any options to defer payments?
So would you say like at the beginning? Well, I'll answer it both ways. If at the very beginning of the loan, we are looking for how are you going to be able to repay us, right? So for example, if you are making $1,000, right, and your expenses are $900, you have $100 left over. We take that $100 as your eligible cash to borrow to pay back to us, and then that equals the loan balance or the loan amount that we can give you. Now, if you have no income coming in, then we would not be able to assist you. We need to see income coming in from somewhere. So a lot of new entrepreneurs have a W-2 job, so they're receiving some sort of income. Or if you are already starting to generate income from your own business, but are at the very start, then there's income. But we definitely need to be able to prove that we have the capacity to repay this loan. Because if we don't have the capacity, then we're just really setting up everybody for failure And then while you have your loan, if you are in financial hardship, yes, you can reach out to us and we can work with you on trying to restructure the loan to make it more accessible for repayments.
Great, thank you. Are flipping houses qualified for loans?
I believe that's an ineligible business, but I can also triple check.
How do you support people in loans, grants that are not tech savvy and require more support?
What we do is you can make an appointment to come see us in person and we can assist you with the process in person. And that way, if you have any challenges, we can do the application for you.
Great, thank you. How do I get a food and beverage coach?
So you would go online to alliesforcommunitybusiness.org and then you would select apply for a coach. And then when you list your information on there, you would just mention that you're a food and beverage business and we'll partner you up with a food and beverage coach.
Okay, great. Are loans attached to property if they are used to purchase buildings for a business?
Loans are not attached. We do not hold on to any collateral. The loans are personally backed by the individuals. And then what was the second part of that question?
If they are used to purchase buildings for business?
Let me double check. Because our funds can be used for purchasing inventory, but I'm not sure about property. Let me double check on that one for you.
Okay, great. Do you offer any financial literacy programs?
Yes. Yes, we do. You can definitely reach out to our coaching program and our coaches can let you know of ongoing cohorts that we have going on that you can participate online or in person as well.
Do you work with limo businesses?
That sounds like they could follow under transportation. And yes, that sounds like we could be able to assist that business.
Does this apply to food trucks?
Supply to food trucks.
Apply, I'm sorry, does this
Oh, it's
apply
apply.
for?
It's applied to food trucks.
Yes, yes. Does this
Yeah,
apply for food trucks?
yeah. I feel like that falls under our food and beverage category. Yeah, I feel like we can assist that business.
And if you could put your email again in the chat just one more time.
Sure.
I know it was put in above, but at least 20 questions have come in since then, just so
Yeah,
people
for
could.
sure. Yeah, let me go ahead and put that in right now.
And anyone who has follow-up questions, please just you could definitely just send the email. What about closet organization or other non-food related businesses?
Yeah, we definitely assist businesses that are not food and beverage. There's just a couple of them that are not eligible, and as I shared, you can check that list out on our website. But yes, businesses besides food and beverage, we can assist.
And again, this webinar is being recorded and will be posted at youtube.com/Chicago BACP. I could put that in the chat again as well. Can you help with a business plan?
Yeah, definitely. That's what our coaches are there for, to help you kind of structure that business plan and then help you with financial literacy when it comes to understanding documents like a profit and loss, cash flow, balance sheet.
Give everyone another minute to put their questions in. Just making sure I didn't miss any. I have a tax preparation business. Do I need a business license? If so, do you assist with obtaining that license? I could kind of take that too. You could go to BACP Small Business Center. The information was put in the chat earlier, 312-74-GO-BIZ, or on the 8th floor here at City Hall, and meet with a business consultant and they will help walk you through that process. If a business license is needed, I would reach out. Can you insist in the purchase of a business property via an external lender?
One more time.
Can you assist in the purchase of business property via an external lender?
Reach out to me directly. I'm definitely gonna have to research that one. When it comes to property, purchasing property, let me double check.
Can I just apply for the grant and not the loan, or do we have to do both?
Nope, you can apply for whichever one you like.
You help with elder care homes?
Um, Let me double check on the list on that one as well. Elder care homes.
Okay.
I don't see why not for that for that business.
Do you help with funding to obtain a business license?
Yeah, so when you apply for the loan, we don't restrict what you're going to use the funds for. So if you end up using those funds to help you get your business licenses, then yeah, you're welcome to do that.
What are the requirements for grants?
You would have to go on our website because it's very different for every specific one. Depends on everyone has different stipulations. It's very easy to access. Just go on a4cb.org/grants. And you'll find all that information on there.
Do you help with home care agencies?
That's the one that we talked about as well, so I can research that.
Okay.
So elder care and home care.
Can I apply for a loan for daycare? It is a startup.
Yeah, I'm gonna research all those.
Okay, great.
Home care, daycare, and elder care. But I'm leaning towards yes on all those.
There is a question in Spanish if you would like to look at that
Sure.
one.
Yeah.
Or are there any special programs for supporting green construction? I think it's what it's asking.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the construction, but I have that one written down. If we
Okay.
look for construction businesses. I'm looking for that span. Oh, and especial programas and grants supporting green. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep, that's the question you just asked.
Yeah, I think I
Yep.
got the I tried. Are F1 and J1 visa holders eligible to opening a business and eligible to receive the support?
So what we look for is for an ITIN number, and then we pull credit based on that ITIN. If that ITIN doesn't have any credits, then you're going to be limited to up to $2,500. Of course, depending on your financial situation as well, making sure that you have a cash flow of income coming in to yourself or into the business. But we can assist you as long as you have an ITIN number. We don't go as far as asking your visa status.
Okay, great.
So we do report on our for that credit question. I asked my
Okay,
question.
thank
Yep.
I was just
Should
reading it
ask
as well.
ask if I was able to obtain a loan for A4CB. Would you be able to offer a letter of credit reference in order for me to obtain a mortgage on a business property? So we are starting to report on credit. So therefore, when you make your payments on time to us, we're reporting out to a credit agency, which is going to help you build that credit that you're asking. So you wouldn't need that reference letter because it's already going to be reported on your credit report.
Okay, great. There is a question if you have any resources on how to obtain an ITIN number.
Yeah, great question. I'm gonna write that one down. I don't know about how to obtain an ITIN number, but I'm gonna definitely find out. Feel like that's a good Google search too.
Are you able to use the program for youth center or after school safety incentives?
Yeah. So a lot of those institutions are nonprofits. So we will work with them, but there is additional criteria that we request. Like we need to have someone from the board be a guarantor on the loan. And then we also need to look at your revenue model. So, and you can reach out directly to me and I can provide more of that information.
Great. I think we kind of covered this, but I think it's really good information. After approval for the grant, how soon can we get started?
After approval for the grant, how soon can we get started?
I'm thinking how soon will you receive the funds, maybe?
Oh, not sure on that because we are still uncertain of the timeline. But from what I've heard, we're looking more towards the end of the year.
Great. Give everyone one more minute.
Yeah, someone said there's a website you can apply via the IRS for the IT number. That sounds correct. Do you offer in-person courses to non-citizens
And non-green
and
card
non-green card
holders.
holders? Do you accept volunteers in the same category? Yeah. So we're able to work with, anyone who has an IT number, um, regardless of their green card hold status or their visa status. We don't inquire into any of that. We're more looking, have you established credit on your IT number? And if you have not, then we can offer up to $2,500. All depends on, again, the income coming in. Do you have a job? Do you have a W-2 job with a pay stub, or do you have income coming in from another way? Oh, thank you. Is that Janine Thompson? Thank you so much. Look at this. What a great community. We're all helping each other out.
That's right.
I love it.
Can we consolidate a debt through a loan or a grant?
We don't restrict what you're using those dollars for. So if you would like to use that to pay off another debt, that is your choice to do. We're so more looking at you have the ability to repay us is what we're determining the loan amount. And then of course, your credit history.
Great. Well, I think that is all the questions. It's been a Q&A of many.
Wow. I know. I'm like, woo! I'm always pretty confident over here. I know the answers to all these questions today. I've been challenged a little bit, which I
No,
appreciate so much for the community.
that's
Because
great. That's
right,
great.
I'm gonna leave and come back super much more educated, more knowledgeable
No,
on
this is a great team effort.
yeah.
We're getting thanks. Great, excellent webinar presentation. Great
Thank
job.
you.
I learned so much. This is a good one. They love your honesty and your answers to the questions. So I think everyone's gotten all the information. It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I'm getting in the chat right now.
I see them coming in. It's been an honor
Oh,
as
you got a bravo. Look at
a
that.
bravo. Woo! As a fellow entrepreneur, I know exactly how hard this is. As a person who holds multiple marginalized identities, I completely understand how there's a lack of resources for us out there to be able to receive this help. So for me, that's why it gives me so much passion to be able to do this work, because we want to build, great generational wealth for our families, for our communities, and the way that we're going to do that is we need help for entrepreneurs, to inject that cash flow into the communities. So
Well,
excited to
I'm
be able
loving
to.
this. She's such a great speaker, so helpful. You're
Woo!
amazing. Yeah, I mean, this is a great way to
Yeah.
start your Friday, everyone.
Great way.
Great way. Well, thank you so
Awesome
much. You've been a
day.
great presenter, great information. Really appreciate you giving your time up to help educate these entrepreneurs. Oh, I love that. Thank you, City of Chicago. You're welcome. Um, and thank you, all the attendees. It's been a great webinar, very interactive, and we love it. So I hope everyone has a great, safe, and happy, fun weekend. Thanks all.
Thank you so much. So excited to connect. Have a great one. Bye-bye.